Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Now, I picked up this book at HomeSense for $16.99. By the way, HomeSense is like the Canadian version of HomeGoods. So, $16.99 was not a bad price, but I did not realize that this was single POV and not dual POV. And I can say, after reading my first ever single POV romance, I don't think it's for me. I much prefer dual POV just because I like getting inside the brain of both characters. And usually my favorite out of the two POVs tends to be the guy's POV just because I like the way that he views the woman and like his journey of falling in love and what he feels about her. Maybe I like it because like I want to find that for myself as somebody who is 28 and single as a Pringle, ready to mingle. So maybe that's why I like it so much, having the dual POV. And this book didn't have it, but this was Funny Story by Emily Henry. I gave this one like 4 stars. It wasn't my favorite that I've read this week at all. I liked Miles. I thought he was a great MMC. I thought all of his dialogue was great. And again, I think I would have benefited from having his POV in the story. And I'm aware that like writing in dual POV and single POV can be a style that you're more comfortable in, and I'm gonna guess Emily Henry is probably just more comfortable in single POV, so it's like not a knock against her. It's just a knock against like single POV as like a whole collective. And I just realized it's not for me, but that's okay. If you like single POV, I'm not criticizing you at all. I'm just saying for me, I just happen to prefer dual POV. But I thought Miles' character was great. I thought his dialogue was fantastic. I didn't mind Daphne. She was okay. What I felt a little bit annoying about her, I would say, was she kept talking about her ex, and I get that that's the premise of the story. So basically how Daphne and Miles meet is because Daphne is engaged to Peter, and Peter has a best friend named Petra who is dating Miles. A week before Daphne and Peter are set to get married, Peter cheats on Daphne with Petra, and then he basically tells Daphne like, hey, I think this is over. And I want to be with Petra. And then she has nowhere to go, unfortunately, Daphne. So she ends up moving in with Miles, who says, you can move in. And who is Miles? Petra's ex. And so then her and Miles, like, slowly bond over that and then fall in love. And I thought it was beautiful, like, Miles, like, his character and his dialogue. I thought it was really great, the way that Emily Henry wrote it. And I just would have loved to have been in the brain. That's all I'm saying. And Daphne, she was somebody who wanted to leave Waning Bay, Michigan, because she moved here because of Peter, to be closer to Peter's family, and so she wanted to move away because she felt like Waning Bay was really more Peter's place, and she felt like it wasn't hers anymore. But eventually, like I said, she falls in love with Miles, and so she does stay here, and she makes the town hers in her own way. But I just wish for somebody who wanted to leave the town and wanted to move on from her ex that she talked about him just a little less. That's my only comment. I enjoyed it enough to give it 4 stars, and it was an okay filler read for the week because it was only $16.99 rather than like the list price of $25.99. So I did get to save money, and I did read another book. So that's great. I just probably won't read another Emily Henry book again unless it's dual POV, but I think she writes all single POV, I'm going to assume. Wasn't my favorite that I've read. It's probably why this video is so short. I don't want to hate on books too much. I know it's important to give like honest reviews, and that's my goal with every video I do, is to give you my honest review. So if I don't enjoy it, I will let you know. But I feel like, people work hard on this, and a lot of people enjoy it, and probably me saying I didn't like it is going to upset some people who really enjoyed it and who call this their favorite book. If it's your favorite book, great. That's great. My favorite book, somebody would probably say they hate it. And I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to be so shocked. And so I don't want to, like, put unnecessary hate on the book. So I'm just going to, again, reiterate that I personally do not think single POV is for me. And I dislike single POV as a whole. I think we benefit from dual POV being in both characters' brains. But that's just for me personally. Yeah, I give this one 4 stars. If you're somebody who likes single POV, I think you'd probably give this like 4.5 to 5 stars. So the fact that I'm giving it only 4 stars, still giving it 4 stars, is because I still did enjoy the concept as a whole and the premise as a whole. I kind of call the premise Shania Twain-esque because it's similar to what happened to Shania Twain, where her husband cheated on her with her best friend, and then she actually married her best friend's ex-husband. So like kind of an interesting concept, and sort of this is sort of that concept in a nutshell. So yeah, I still did enjoy it enough to give it 4 stars, but wasn't my favorite read of the week. That's all I'm going to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss another brand new video from me. You can also follow me at RomanceBLVD on Instagram and Threads, and at RomanceBoulevard all spelled out on TikTok. Bye!